Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Andy. I'm a civil engineer by profession. I've been in the construction industry for 18 years. And so it's maybe strange to you guys that why I speak about IoT tonight. So mainly the reason is because I've been working on site, but I'm an impatient person. So I don't like waiting. I don't like filling in forms. I don't like waiting for results from the laboratories. I don't like waiting for signature from my boss. So this is why I don't like these things. The other is I'm a lazy person. I don't like going out to site to do things, to check things, or to WhatsApp my team what is going on site. So I hate these kind of things. So I decided I don't want to work in a construction site. I switched to look after this business, digital G, which is about putting IoT sensors in your construction site and help those people who have the same thought of mind that hate doing those kind of things. So that is what I'm looking after now. So DLG is a spin-off business from Gamma. So it's a separate business. So we do IoT sensors for construction site, not just for Gamma, but for all other construction contractors and industries and groups. So for digital construction, you already heard about digital construction, but why we need to do this? Fundamentally, you cannot manage your site what you do not measure. So basically, what you want to do is to have an instant information from the people. But currently, how you measure the thing is by word of mouth, or by forms, or by WhatsApp, which may come from different people. And so actually, there may be mistakes, or people may tell lies, or you cannot verify whether it's true or not. So actually now digital technology, that's called IoT, what I call sensors, can actually tell you the single source of truth that it won't tell lie to you. So it will give you the true information to make the right decision. We always talk about digital nowadays. So ultimately, as we manage our site, we want to optimize our site operation, our financial operation of our site, and the time, the program of our construction projects. When we talk about digital, we always talk about this concept. It's a wheel. So we measure, we take data, and then we understand from the data insight and from the trend, we know what to do, and then we improve, we enhance, we change what we do. As a layman's example, nowadays, think about if you want to drive from Taiwan to Tsinghua nowadays with so many protests, so many tear gas. So what is the most effective way? What will you do? So you look at the Google map. Okay, so fortunately, many years ago, they digitized all the phones for the cars. So with the digital data on the map, you know, so it tell you the insight, which roads are blocked, which road you want to take. So you change the route to make your fastest decision to go to a point that you want to do. Change it to a construction context. So this is the old days. So if you want to digitalize all this stuff, so for construction, it is very simple. We always talk about 人機料, plant, labor, material. Once we digitize all this information using the same concept of Google Map and the mobile phone, you have the GPS, you have the timestamp. So all this information will help you manage your site. So later on, the speaker, Harry, will talk about how you digitize people, the labor. So that is exactly the concept here. But now I'm going to talk about digitizing dead objects, 死物. So our company want to accelerate the digitalization of a construction. So we start with digitalizing some of which is the most commonly found on site. So in Hong Kong construction site, what is the most commonly found? Concrete, movement of site settlement, whatever, forms, and also CCTV, and also diesel. So all these things we want to digitalize. So I will pick some example to tell you what we have done so far in digitalizing our construction site. So again, I will highlight one technology by one technology now, but I will still stick with this circle to tell you what to do. what it can give you, what benefit it can give you. So about concrete strength, traditionally in the building construction, we need to take sample from the site and crush the cube in the laboratory to tell the concrete strength real time, to know the concrete strength on site before you can do the next step, like striking formwork, stressing pendants. But now there's sensors to replace this technology. So we are trying to bring this sensor technology to Hong Kong. So once you can get the data digitalized from concrete strength data, of course you don't need to crush cubes, you will save labor, and you understand the concrete performance, and then you can change your building's construction cycle. So that is the benefit that you will get. So let me explain to you.
Converge gives you real-time temperature and compressive strength data for your concrete pours. It means you're going to know when your concrete reaches strength much faster and more accurately. That's going to save you critical time and resources. This is achieved using the maturity method. It calculates compressive strength from the internal temperature of the concrete pour. The Converge system is made up of 4 powerful but simple components. The temperature sensor allows us to track the internal temperature of the concrete pour. The node connects to that sensor, forming one working unit. It collects all the sensor's data and relays it to a repeater. These repeaters relay that data to each other until they reach the hub. The hub then takes all that data and sends it to the cloud, where it's then viewable in real time at up.converge.io. The Converge system is simple but extremely powerful, saving you precious time and resource.
So actually this technology is coming from UK. There is a demo in the exhibition here actually. So this is the the real photos of being used on site. So it's being trialed and used and piloted in different sites in Hong Kong over the last 1.5 years. And so I can tell you this is the platform that what you will see. So after installing the sensor, you can see imagine it's your iPad, so you will know the concrete strength real time. And so when the concrete is getting the strength, then it reach the certain strength, and then you can do the next step. You can set milestone that can remind you what the concrete reached strength, so you can do the next step. So basically, and also this is a single source of truth, means that everyone, client, everyone just look at the same platform. No need to circulate a lab report everywhere. So if compared to what is still being done existing and currently now, this is a huge difference. So as I said, the sensor can bring you program benefits. I don't particularly go into detail, but you can see different operation. You can save 1 day, 2 or 3 days, whatever. And imagine there are so many concrete pours in your in your construction projects. So that will be a significant saving, and also efficiency will be greatly improved. And say, for example, traditionally, if a building construction, a 5-day cycle. So this is the black line of the 5-day cycle program. If we need to, traditionally, we need to stress the slab of the building on the day 2. But with the sensor, actually, if I pour concrete at this time on the day, actually the next day, 6 a.m., my phone tell me already, your concrete already reached strength. So you can actually ask the worker to stress the tendon and move fast. So you can save 1 day. So that is the benefit that we have demonstrated to the government. So now, where we are now, of course, of this technology, always have a question from BD. So now, fortunately, we get the blessing from the government recently in September. So actually, apart from that, you will get CITAC funding in using this sensor. And also you can also get a support and a blessing from the government using this to uplift the productivity of your site. So this technology from UK, they are 4 and 5 years more advanced than us. They are very mature technology already on using these sensors, although it's quite new in Hong Kong at this moment. What they are doing, 2 days ago actually, there's news about the same sensor company. So actually they can use AI to predict the concrete strength of your project. So that is how advanced they are in terms of this. But Remember, if you don't digitalize this concrete strength, you won't achieve the AI capability. So that is a very important first step to digitalize. I'll talk about a little bit about other things. Apart from concrete, as I said, all the projects have movements. You excavate, your utility will settle, so all this movement, again, can be digitalized. You can automatically take the data nowadays, and you don't need the people, so saving labor. And then from the data, currently, labor doing day by day, but the sensor can tell you continuous data every minute. So you can see trends, not points. So this is very important, and then give you insight. So the sensor looks like this, and the battery inside lasts for 3 years, and it is communicated in mesh network. So if it is blocked, which is very often happening on site, the data can still fit to your phone. Some use example, you don't need to do the measurement in the old days. Now sensor can do your job. The other example is a slope in Central, in Conduit Road. So landslide fall into this thing, all the alerts will send to relevant people. So nowadays you don't have landslide, but even if a cat jump onto the slope, actually the sensor data can tell something happened and take a photo. So the beauty of this is that, so there is a camera looking at the slope. The problem is slope is located in a very remote area, so there's no power. So nowadays, actually, this camera is so advanced that it is on a solar panel. So this can tell you the information even there is no power available, no permanent power available. And you can see the picture real time. Another example, some sensor installed on this excavation, we call it ELS strut. The sensor is just like a stick onto the, actually it's welded to the steel beam, and then on your phone, everyone, just like your WhatsApp, you can see the data anytime. And so you can see how the beauty of having this technology, and you can see it's a trend of information rather than individual data. Again, another example showing different sensor usage. This is a project in Kowloon Reservoir. This contractor is doing a tunnel, TBM tunnel underneath the reservoir. The interesting thing is that nobody wants to go do hiking to do measurement. So sensor can help to save the job. So that is the beauty of the digital technology. So imagine the PM of that project have his iPad on, and he can just manage his site, see the data, whether there's any anomalies, or if something happened, he can send alert to his phone. Just show you some visualization of how the data looks like and how sleek the platform is. So you can see, you can track all the data, if there's any problems. So the spike is due to, because it's a radar to track the water level. So even if fly, there's a spike on the data. So that shows, so even not just sensor data, actually video data can also be incorporated into the same platform. So imagine this is just like a Lego block. So you combine all the sensor and fit together with a puzzle, and then they will tell you the information that you want to know. Last one, I talk about show you many about the data visualization. But actually, to a civil engineer, we like to see a real thing, the 3D spatial data. So that shows how sensor data combined with a 3D drone photogrammetry platform like that. In this project, I particularly show you a sensor installed in the tree. Actually, it's a tilt sensor to detect the inclination of the tree, because this site is doing the excavation next to the tree, so they want to know the inclination of the tree real time. So you can see, if it is just a data platform, you may not understand what is happening. But with a 3D spatial platform like this, you will see it gives the project manager a very clear idea of what's happening. So my presentation is here. Thank you.